Richard Madeley is best known to viewers as the host of Good Morning Britain. The TV presenter is known up and down the country for his presenting partnership and marriage to wife Judy Finnegan. The pair have been married for nearly 4 decades and are very open about their lives at home with their kids. However, some may not know that Richard, as well as being father to Chloe Madeley and Jack Madeley, is also the proud stepfather of Judy's twin sons Dan and Tom, who she had with her ex-husband David Henshaw. Richard and Judy have been married for decades, with the GMB presenter confessing he knew it was love instantly with Judy and wanted to marry her within a week of meeting. Of their romance, he admitted to The Telegraph, "This was no office fling. Within a week of our first secret date, I asked Judy to marry me." However, Richard confessed there have been moments where he worried about being a good stepdad to Dan and Tom. He wrote previously, "If I wanted Judy, it would be a package deal, and I had to be absolutely certain I could handle that. Was I really up to the job of a stepfather? We both had our doubts." However, it looks like any worries went away and Richard now loves being a stepdad to Dan and Tom. He is also a dad to Jack, who stays mostly out of the spotlight, and Chloe, who recently welcomed her own child with ex-partner James Haskell. Chloe has been open about her own relationship struggles, and what she felt was the secret to her parents' long marriage. They would honestly say the same thing, that the secret to them having such a long marriage is to not get divorced. They've been together for over 40 years and during that time there have been periods where they have really struggled, but they kept going and stayed together. "I don't think it was ever bad enough for them to split," she told Closer. Earlier this year, Judy confessed there are times she doesn't want to speak with her husband, but says whatever they fall out about doesn't matter in the end. "We've been married 37 years and marriage is hard, there is no doubt about it. We might sometimes be absolutely furious with each other and not speaking," she said to Woman's Own. "But in the end that kind of thing doesn't matter, especially as you get older. We have so many similar interests, and have always respected each other's opinions, which is why we managed to work so well together." Richard confessed they used to row before going on air, but couldn't hide it, with viewers instantly picking it up. During a chat on Good Morning Britain, he explained, "If you've had a row, you can't hide it. I do remember this, when Judy and I were presenting together, you know, every day, a bit like on the podcast, if you've had a row, you can't hide it. So we'd be sitting there, we'd had a massive row in the car on the way to Liverpool to do the show and not talking basically, then you do the show. Within 30 seconds of going on air, people would be ringing our phone saying, 'They've had a row, haven't they?' And people can tell when you're not getting on.